Welcome on the show.
Thank you very much.
Welcome. Welcome. Let me start with Mike. Rumors tell me that you like Oslo by night. Did you have a good time last night?
Yes, I did. I had a really nice time. Very, very friendly, lovely people, actually.
Where did you go?
Well, I never knew the name of the places. I went to a couple of different bars. One of them was had a DJ, and it was just rocking loud, and everybody was drinking and smoking and having a good time.
Did you invite me? No.
Sorry.
It's okay.
Probably something good.
Peter, let me ask you about, I heard rumors that you bring your kids on tour. What is it about your twins, Zoe, Zelda, and spiders and torture?
They have this understanding that everyone in the band is terrified of spiders. So to keep them occupied, we draw spiders all day and slip them under people's doors when they get up in the morning so that they'll be suitably terrified. And it seems to work. I've got the band just right where I want them, shaking and quivering with fear.
It's kind of un-rock and roll-like thing to bring kids on tour, isn't it?
I think you could define rock and roll any way you want to, and I like having my family here. So.
You started out as a band 19 years ago. Has it changed over the years? I mean, rock and roll has become hard business. The friendship between you.
Yeah, definitely. But the business has changed as well. I mean, when we started, I think it was much easier as a independent band that had a more unique vision and didn't really fit into a category. It was more easy to find an audience and to perform and play. I think it's a lot more difficult for bands now.
In what way?
It's certainly in the U.S.
In what way would you say it's more difficult?
Well, just the formats by which the mediums through which you reach an audience in the U.S. are basically radio and television, and those have gotten tighter and tighter and tighter to where if you don't fit into a certain category, you're not going to get seen or heard. But what that's doing, which I think is really good, is it's creating a whole new underground of bands and an audience that are willing to look a little harder to find their records.
Peter, are you still collecting a lot of records?
I buy things, yeah.
How big is the collection?
25,000 records, something, a lot. It takes up a lot of space.
And any Norwegian records?
Yes, today I got the record by Big Bang. That's the first one I got today. So, but yeah, I'll listen to it on the plane.
If you just choose any of the 25,000 records you have, what's the best album ever made?
It depends on the day. I probably have played Astral Weeks by Van Morrison. I probably played that more than any other record. There was a period where I played that at least once a day for 2 or 3 years. But it just depends on what day I am, where I am, what I want to listen to.
Mike, sports. What's the best athlete in the world? Understand that you like sports. Golf?
Yeah, well, I mean, I hate to give the mundane answer, so Michael Jordan's retired, so there went that best athlete in the world. I don't know. David Duval's playing the best right now, I think, in the golf world, but Pete Sampras in tennis, he's setting records that nobody else has made.
Do you know the name of any Norwegian athlete?
No, I don't think I do. I'm sorry about that. I wish I did, but I don't. Tell me some.
We have a lot of cross-country. Björn Dahle.
Right.
He's the best.
Yeah, but see, none of that really makes it in America, because we live in where it's very hot and flat, and I can't do any of that.
Michael. Yes, stand up, please. Art. What do you think about art? I mean, you told me just before we went into the studio that you think there is a difference between the way we use art in Norway.
In Norway, yeah. I've just noticed the many times that we've been here, and every time I come back, I'm reminded that everywhere that I go in Norway, it seems like people are, it's second nature to display art in a way, or just paintings and photographs and drawings in a way that I don't see in other European countries, and I certainly don't see in the U.S. And I think it's unique to Norway. I like it.
Why don't they have art in the States?
Well, they have it, but it's all stuck away in museums and private collections, and people don't just, you don't just put it on a wall in a public place. I think they're afraid someone will steal it.
Let me ask you about the thing that a lot of fans see you as icons or god of rock and roll. How do you react to that, Peter?
I just laugh. I mean, it's
you don't
silly.
feel like...
No, do we look like gods? No. I mean,
but the fans still think you are some kind of god.
Well, all our job is to do great work, and then everything else will fall into place. I certainly can't worry about what people think of us on an individual level.
Do you feel like God?
No, I mean, I know the power of music. I mean, it's something that people use to chart their lives and to help them feel emotion, express emotion. So it's a very powerful thing, but that's not what we are. That's what we do. You know, it doesn't make us any better or worse as people.
Michael?
I feel like Pan every now and then, maybe more often than I should. But no, I mean, as a music fan, I know that music for me, what it provided was maybe people that I could look up to beyond my parents and my family, and the people who were my teachers. I would include some musicians and some artists, among them Patti Smith, very obvious, Jack Kerouac, people that I could kind of, in a way, abstract, and I could project onto them things that I think I needed in my life, and then move on from there. It doesn't make that person any better than anyone else, but they happen to have created something that spoke to me at the time, and you carry that with you, I think, through your life.
One last final question. What's your plans for the future? Touring this summer?
Yeah, we're going to be at Roskilde in July, is that right?
I think so.
Yeah.
And we're doing Europe for 5 weeks, and we're going to play in the US for 5 weeks, and then kind of figure out, what else we want to do.
Thanks a lot for coming. The stage is yours.
Thank you
All right,
very
thank
much.
you.
Thank you. Og mens R.E.M gjør seg klare på scenen, så kan jeg fortelle da at neste låta dere skal føre heter Lotus.